Hi, this is Dhanyalakshmi, holistic nutrition coach. So, as a holistic coach, we look into the root cause of the issue and treat the person. We look into the all three aspects of life, which is the diet, lifestyle, and the emotions. So, once we deal with all the three aspects together, hand in hand, we get a proper result, and we also have been reversing certain conditions like diabetes, obesity, weight gain, hypertension, PCOS, anemia, thyroid, cancer, rheumatoid arthritis, and all levels of stress management, acidity, migraines, and so on. See about anger management. So, anger is a natural and normal emotion which is being carried out by each and every one of us since from our childhood, since from we are babies till we are to the old age, we carry this kind of emotion. It all depends on how we really respond or react to the anger according to the situation around us. And also, if you consider life is really very simple and what we give out is what we get back. So let's deal with anger in an easy way. We as a holistic coach, we look into the root cause of the issue and we find where it triggers and how to resolve it. So today we are going to just see the general aspect of anger and how to really overcome the anger and have a self-control on us and how to really clear up our the trashes that we really carry, because the anger is not the one which arises just then in a minute, but it is just deep grown from inside, and that has to be addressed. And once it is addressed, definitely the anger management is really simple. So in a generalized manner, how do we manage anger? That is what we are going to see today. Here we are going to see about the basic physiology of anger and how we are going to identify the anger and also how we are going to deal with it. Okay, so coming to the hormones, so here is a gland called as the adrenal gland, which actually secretes the stress hormones when we are in anger. The stress hormones such as the adrenaline and cortisol is being secreted when we are in the anger mode. And when this action is being repeated several times without even we being aware that it is being done, so there arises the complications. So let's see how we can really identify the anger and also how to overcome it. So identify the anger. It's like, what is the real problem that we need to identify? Is it the really the minute situation that is arising us in anger, or is it being really deep inside rooted, which is like really getting us into the anger mode, or is it because of our regular patterns of getting into the anger on ourselves, that we are just putting it outside on the situation. So once we are identifying it, then it is very easy for us to overcome them. So when we just say the regular routines, it might be the disturbance of sleep, or it might be the eating pattern, or it might be the the nil of exercises, or anything else it might be. So once we identify the real problem, then it is easy to focus. So what do we do now once we identify the problem? So if there is a willingness to change, definitely there is going to be a pathway just in front of you to take you forward. And how to change? There are a lot of theories in the world which is just useless until we make it, really apply it on making the uses of the theory and make a change in our life. So the theories are still just in front of us. We just read them and then just let it go. Once we start applying all these theories, definitely there is going to be a lot of change that we are going to see. And how do we build in this kind of behavior? So here the answer is like, once we are really aware about ourselves and what action we are doing and how is our behavior, there is the easy way of identifying the answer for the situation. So there is an answer within us that we have to really identify and provoke it to get into a better pathway. And also, there is a lot of negativity which is inside us and around us. So if we are still focusing on removing just the negativity, that doesn't happen. So for example, if we say like, I don't want to work. So that is the negative statement. And if you keep saying like, I don't want to work this way, then it is like you will be accustomed to work the same way. Instead of it, put it in a positive manner, like I am changing myself to work better and I'm seeing better results in my work. So that is going to give you a lot of positive results. So don't waste your time and energy in focusing on the negative aspects. Focus on the positive aspects so the negatives get removed by itself. So the next that we are going to see is how we are going to assess ourselves. So what is a daily work? So from the time you're awake till the time you go to sleep. So going to bed and going to sleep makes a difference, because after going to bed, even if you're fiddling with the mobile or if you're reading something or if you're watching a movie or something, that doesn't count. So the time you go to sleep, that matters. So you start analyzing every action that you do, the day beginning till the day end, and also the emotions that you've been carrying all through the day. There are different kinds of emotions like the anxiety, the jealous, or some kind of depression, some kind of fear, the anger. All these emotions, when we start writing it down with related to the actions that we are doing every day, so you get to analyze about yourself and you get the answer then and there, and on what to work on and how to work on. And coming to the job, so whatever the job that we are doing, if until and unless if we are doing it with the complete heart, like the fulfilled heart of getting the job done in a perfect way, it's not about the perfection, probably it's about the fulfillment of the happiness that we are getting out of doing a job. That really matters. Whatever you're doing, the happiness from the heart should project. So that really matters, and we need to focus on that. And what is really the success? So every experience that we really come through the life is a success, because every experience of falling down and learning something out of when we fall down, instead of sitting depressed and feeling sad about it or feeling angry on yourself or criticizing on yourself, just wake up and keep moving forward in a positive way, because a kid falls multiple number of times and one day it just keeps walking and just running and moving around all the time. So there lies a success. So every experience is a success. Everything that you have to learn from every experience is what really matters. Just look into it. And how are we going to really reach all these kind of aspects or the components that we have been discussing so far? So here are certain tools that we can really apply on our daily life, and we start seeing changes. And it's not only the changes within us, it's the changes that we see the people around us as well. So the components that we have discussed so far, that is easy to be changed or easy to be managed by applying these kind of tools. So here is a tool. First one is a judgmental behavior. So once we stop judging ourselves or judging the opposite person, you would really find certain changes, and definitely the anger would definitely suppress. And next is the expectation. So I'm not going to be explaining everything in detail now, but we are going to see everything in detail picture in our sessions. So the expectation is like the inward expectation and the outward expectation, as like the judgment. So once when we are low with the expectations, definitely during the work or the working environment, there will be expectations. So how do we reach the expectations of our bosses or the colleagues? That we will be learning further. And also about the acceptance and the forgiveness. Acceptance is really important, because accepting the situation, accepting the people around us really matters. So that is where we really grow big. And the forgiveness. So if you're not forgiving people, there lies the dis-ease condition that really starts cultivating inside us, and it leads to various other complications within us and leads to a lot of disease or disorders. So that is why it is called as a dis-ease level, which leads if we are not in a mode of forgiving ourselves or the forgiving other people. And next comes a simple tool, which is the affirmation, the positive affirmation. As I told you, I am good at work. I am doing at my best. I am really working for the success. All these are the kind of affirmation that will really show a very good effect, and we will be seeing all these aspects in a very explained manner in our detailed session. Thank you so much.